Hi everybody, it's kind of cool here, so yeah. Okay. So YNR only had two storylines that I could see, so okay. One storyline was Kane talking to Jill and talking to Billy, and Billy did most of the talking, and Jill was shocked at what she heard, and so she got clarity from Kane. But apparently, Kane feels, let's see, like he not seen, lonely, and that he has to prove himself. And so that turns into anger on his part. And then the anger and rage turns into what we've been seeing, apparently. So, I don't know. And then Billy came back to uh, Jack, who happened to be talking to Victor, because remember, they're going to team up for the greater good. And so Victor's first plan was to talk to Jill and try to reason with her. But then, after what Billy said, they changed their course of action and said it was going to be divide and conquer. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Now, the other storyline that I was more invested in was Audra and Nate. Because remember, Audra screwed up and did all the things, and then they broke up, right? And I was wondering if they were going to get back together or whatever. And I said that, well, originally I said that if they don't give her a personal life, then she's going to be career driven. But then today happened and I changed my perspective a little bit, but not in the way that you think. So, okay. Um, so she's kind of putting her heart on her sleeve and telling Nate that she's so sorry, she's changed, and all this stuff. And he is staunchly in, well, how can I trust you? How will I ever look at you the same way again? Because I believed in you wholeheartedly and you had no regard for our relationship or anybody else for that matter. And how can I look at you the same? So basically saying there's no way I'm going to think about a relationship with you again. Okay, so he leaves her like that and she leaves. Okay. And then she gets on the phone with Sally, although I think that it was a message because I didn't see Courtney Hope um, today. Okay, so she gives her the play-by-play and she says, I tried everything and he doesn't want to be back with me and what am I going to do? And she's crying, like legit crying. And I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, but put that aside. All right, put it on the other side. On the other side, what I didn't think about until now, because I wanted to see how it was going to play out. I kind of thought Nate was going to be like, no way, I'm not dealing with you again, whatever. But I wanted to make sure that was going to happen before I said this. Okay, now, I've talked about it before from a man's standpoint, talking about men, okay? They say that there's nothing worse than a man that has nothing to lose. Okay, well, I can change it up and say there's nothing worse than an Audra, a woman, especially like Audra, with nothing to lose. You thought she was bad before, she's gonna be, oh my god, now. And now I'm just waiting to see the fallout. Because if, okay, say she wants to do something in the business and say there's some opposition or something, she's going to be putting everything into it to the fault of she's not going to think about anybody and it's always going to be about herself. And you thought before it was bad, yeah, Audra's going to level up. So be prepared. I'm calling it. Yeah, I'm calling it today. So Okay. I got to see a little bit of the spoilers for next week. Apparently, we're gonna get an update from Tessa and Daniel on their trip. Now, I don't know if we're gonna see them actually on the trip or just have them recount what happened. But apparently, they did get information on what happened to Mariah. So that might be the turning point for that relationship, or either one of the relationships, because I don't know. Although the Tessa and Mariah thing is kind of a done deal, so I guess Tessa and Daniel are going to, I don't know, become more than just friends. It depends on if the YNR writers have a twist up their sleeve that I don't see yet. But anything is possible. Anything. So keep that in mind. Um, yeah, I think that covers it for today. It was kind of one note, really. So, okay. Bye, everybody.